Guys, we are back in action. Now it's a Friday night. I don't know the last time I did a YouTube video on Friday, but listen, there is so much activity going on down at my Discord. Literally making great moves the best part of most days in the week, if not that. Producing content, whether it's technical analysis, whether it's fundamental analysis for the members over there. Now, that being said, it's been an active week. It's been fun, it's been entertaining. A lot has been going on. So I want to share with you guys in this video what has been going on over at the Discord. Now, I'm running different strategies in these markets, okay? So it'd be interesting for you guys to see how I'm interacting with the markets and how I'm laying out these strategies. And as I say, it's been very active and there's been a lot going on. Now, guys, you gotta love these markets. I love these markets. The movement we've been seeing in the markets is very, very impressive. So I'm gonna dive into it. I'm gonna show you guys what has been going on this week. I'm gonna kick things off by going through the option buys and then go into some of the other strategies, okay? So check this out, listen. We started off this week, right, with a loss on some, I believe it was calls that were bought on semiconductor a couple of days back. This is a $2,000 loss. Now we get new members into the Discord all the time, new members into the option group all the time. So those who are new to the group were definitely shaken up by a loss, okay? But my OG members, okay, they know what time it is because I have a specific formula and a specific strategy when I'm buying options, which allows me to make consistent returns. Along the way, you're going to get hit with a loss, yes, but that strategy prevails, okay? So, as I say, my OG members, they knew what time it was. The very next day, entered into some Marvel puts, and then sold those, okay, the next day for a $4,300 win. So I told you guys, my system works, okay? I have a strategy. It's been back tested over several years, several periods, several different economic market conditions, and it works, right? So it allows me to make these types of returns. As a matter of fact, let me show you guys some of the members, okay, and what they were able to make off this move. So let me show you guys. Cool. So this is one of the members taking 153% profit on this $3,400 win. Okay, we love to see it. I think we got another one as well. Couple more in here. Another one of our members here bought a couple of contracts. Again, looks like he made like a good 100% return on that move. Cool. Anyway, let's carry on. So back on the option buys. So the next day, entered into calls on the QQQ and DraftKings. Now, that was yesterday. Look, as I told you guys, there are specific setups I'm looking for in these markets, and when they hit big time, okay? So I was very excited yesterday when I saw one of my setups just falling into my lap. I even told the guys over the Discord midday, look, I'm gearing up for some calls at the end of the day, okay? It's all about timing, okay, as well. So there's a specific time when I enter into options, right? My experience is this. The way most people interact with options or play options is from a very random perspective. Listen, options can be extremely powerful. Just need to know how you're using it. Most people, I'd say 95% of people out there, retail, that interact with options, interact from a very, very random way, a very random perspective. Anyway, guys, check it out. So today, you already know, markets were strong today. I had a bunch of calls. I had thousands and thousands of dollars worth of calls that were entered yesterday. So obviously, they did very, very well today. Sold those DraftKings calls today for $2,000 gain. Sold the QQQ calls for a $1,000 gain. Let me show you guys what some of the members actually returned on this. I love to see the member wins, all right? So one of our members making 100% on the DraftKings calls, and taking home a good 40% on the QQQ. Another one of our members as well taking on the DraftKings calls, taking it from $700 up to $1,400. So great result all round. Now, as I told you guys, I'm running different strategies out there in the markets. Okay, so let's shift and let me show you guys some of the other strategies that I am running. Before I do, actually, quick note on I sent a note to the guys over the Discord saying, look, this was like on the 10th. I said it's tempting to buy. You can buy it right here. I think it was like $66. I said this thing should be $80 at least. Inflation's peaking, that's a big deal. So some of the members bought in on that. Okay, listen, I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't want to sound full of myself, but when it comes to understanding market flow, when it comes to understanding what truly constitutes to an undervalued stock or opportunity, okay, when it comes to running multiple successful strategies out there in the markets, I don't think there's anyone on YouTube that can match me at that, okay? And I would love, if there is anybody, okay, we can definitely go one-to-one, chop it up, put some money on the table. I'd love that, all right? But as I say, I don't think there's anybody who can match me when it comes to that. We've seen on semiconductor, and that isn't to sound arrogant, okay? We've seen on semiconductor move up sharply today, okay? This thing was flying. At one point it was up like 8%, something like that, okay? I've been speaking about this stock since it was $50. So I love to see that. Phenomenal movement. Cool. So the stock, a stock that was bought this week, okay, was Qualcomm. I added 25 shares at $145. Now it's around 150. Look, all these moves, okay, you can't make any of these moves because they've either expired or the prices are now higher. So make sure you guys join us over at the Discord. Link is in the video description below, okay? Link is in the video description below. We're making solid moves and we're going to continue to do so, right? This year has been literally amazing for my portfolios. All right, it's been amazing for the guys. Made some great moves all around. Now, the last strategy that I've ran this week was put selling. Okay, so let me show you guys what I did as it relates to put selling. Cool. So that was on the 9th of August. Now, when we had that big semiconductor, the news came out about Nvidia, whole semi market was, under heat. We saw Nvidia down like 8% on one day. All the peers like followed suit. Saw a lot of red, heavy. Look, a lot of people thought, okay, the semiconductors were gonna revisit the lows. That was the cue for them to revisit the lows. A lot of the guys in the Discord were asking me about that. I saw, people online talking about that. But listen, nobody understood the technical framework, all right, of these semiconductors, or understood the technical, the literally what the charts were saying. That shift was an opportunity to make solid moves, and we did, right? Puts were entered, sold. That's where that $4,300 win on Marvel came through, okay? But that wasn't the cue for them to move to the lows. I recognized that, so what I did was I sold a ton of puts, okay? I sold a bunch on, and then also sold a bunch on Marvel as well. So in doing so, it's allowed me to make guaranteed income off that. Because what happened was, when the semiconductor stock shifted downwards, the volatility went up. So that means, right, the premium, the money you collect by selling puts increases. So you could take advantage of that. And that's exactly what I did, right? Took full advantage of that spike in the volatility and the increase in the option premiums, okay? And if you're not selling puts, I urge you guys to do two things. Understand what selling puts are. And the second thing is put yourself in a position where you can go ahead and sell puts. These things will serve you greatly, okay? Literally, you guys need to be selling puts. I would say you're missing out, okay? It's allowing us to consistently grow our portfolios, okay? Because it is guaranteed income. So don't let that opportunity slip by you guys, because my portfolio has shifted dramatically from the moves that I've made and been coming on and talking to you guys. Like, what's crazy about YouTube is, I'll tell you this whole setup, right? My portfolio continues to move up and the moves I'm making continue to be successful, but the subscribers or the viewership is going the opposite direction. Where, look, I always think it's a funny kind of phenomenon of what's going on here. Do you know what I mean? The moves are successful, the portfolio is going in the right way, but the subscribers are going the opposite way and the viewership's going the opposite way. To me, it's madness. But in all these types of things, there'll be a recalibration point, a recalibration at some point. Same thing with like a company. I was thinking about it. A company, right, doing great things, like an On Semiconductor, right, that I've been speaking to the guys with Discord about since that was like $50 or 50 something dollars, right? They're doing the right things. Revenues are growing, margins are increasing, the total addressable market is increasing, the moves they're making, the partnerships are good, everything's going in the right direction. Where's the stock price going? The opposite direction. It's the same kind of thing, right? I always think it's interesting. But listen, for those of you guys who are watching, those of you guys tapped in, I'm going to make sure that you guys are successful, are making solid moves, are making the right moves, interacting with the markets in the right way, okay, that will serve you guys financially for the rest of the time. Cool. So that was it. That was the other move, selling puts. So those are the three strategies: buying options, buying stocks, selling puts. All of that was done this week in the markets. All of that served us very, very well. So if you haven't done so already, make sure that you guys join us over at the Discord. All right, I am making moves to ensure everybody is successful. So I'm going to need to see you guys down there. The link is in this video description below.